Namaste, Marcus here again. I don't know why I say that, because it's obviously me. You obviously know it's me, because there I am, my gorgeous, gorgeous locks. I used to have long hair, you know. I used to have hair down here. I did a video recently regarding we are made in the image of the Elohim. I mean, that's what the Bible says. That's what the Jewish text translated says. It doesn't say, and God says. You know, a lot of people are aware of this, but the translation from the Hebrew says succinctly, and the Elohim said. The Elohim is plural. It's a plural word. It could mean all the aspects of God. So it's not, this video is not about what is God, what isn't God. But it does actually say, and the Elohim said, let there be light. And the Elohim said, let us make man in our image, male and female, make them. And I was doing this video and I thought, I need to look this up. Look this word up. So the actual words I'm going to read you. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. This is one translation. I mean, this is translated from the Hebrew. In the Old Testament, it's where the modern Bible takes the words from the Old Testament, which was originally written in Hebrew. It's what what is called the Torah. This is where it was originally written. And so the words are saying the same thing. So I noticed this word replenish, and I thought, that doesn't mean for the first time, does it? Replenish means to redo. Anything with re means to do again, surely. So I thought, I'm going to look this up just to be sure. I looked up a dictionary definition. Replenish, fill something, in brackets, up again. Fill up again. All creatures need sleep to replenish their energies, to fill their energies again. And look up, what does it mean to replenish something? To make full or complete again, not for the first time. It actually states to fill the earth with humans or beings again. In other words, this wasn't the first time the earth had been full of beings that had mysteriously disappeared. And this isn't about the flood. The flood of Noah is way after this. Noah comes a long time after this, although in the Bible, in the 5 books, it's only a few pages. But it's a long time when you look at the lineage of the people before Noah. Thousands and thousands of years. And yet, at the very beginning, in the first few pages of what we call the Bible, the first few pages of the Torah, it uses the word replenish. Now, I'm not a Hebrew scholar, so it could be that the Hebrew word that has been translated doesn't mean replenish, but I have a feeling it does. Now, those that watch me and have watched my recordings will know I spent some years as under the tutelage of a great Kabbalist who was my teacher for many years. And we did go through Genesis in great detail. But I do not remember this coming up at that time. And now that I've noticed it, I just can't unnotice it. Replenish means to refill the earth with humans, with creatures, with not creatures, to refill the earth with beings. In other words, not for the first time has the earth been filled with beings who have mysteriously disappeared and need to be filled again. So what do we take from this? The obvious answer is all the old texts. I've been studying Atlantis and Lemuria and all these old teachings. I've been studying this, I've been looking into this for the last 50 years. And especially with Lemuria, I feel a great connection. I feel a very strong connection with Atlantis, and especially with the Native Americans, as we call them now, and their history as well. And so if you look into all these old myths and teachings and memories in some cases, you'll see that there's been lots of races before modern day man. In fact, there's being a theosophist for most of my life, I would say that the theosophy talks about 7 planets, and on each planet there are 7 rounds, and within each round there are 7 races and sub-races. So there's lots and lots of creation of beings in their philosophy. And we are, according to what I remember, we are the 5th root race on the 4th or 5th round in this planet Earth. Personally, I've always thought that we lived on Mars, and that the beings who, when you look at the pictures of Mars, you can see there was obviously a civilization there that was destroyed with either nuclear or some sort of explosion or catastrophe that destroyed the planet. And I personally believe that the souls of us humans were the souls who lived on that planet, amongst others, maybe. So it's very interesting. And I don't want to do a whole blurb on this too much, because I don't know what it's about. But to me, it's proof, if that word is the true translation. If there's any Hebrew scholars, please do let me know if there is a different or better translation to that word. Because for me, this makes so much sense, reminding us that the first books of the Bible, way before Christianity, way before the modern era, the Hebrew calendar goes back to 5-7 something or other. And so we're talking about way, way before that, probably hundreds of thousands of years, other civilizations, even before Lemuria. There's probably been other beings who have lived here as well, who have had our souls inhabiting them. We just don't know. But the one thing I do know, and I do know in my heart, and that is that these truths are going to come out very, very soon and very rapidly, especially once we have first contact. Of course, it's not first contact. I've been having contact for a long time, but what we are referred to as first contact with these beings who are coming here to show themselves more fully. They've always been here. They've always been there in ships. If you look at the Indian sacred texts, I can't remember which one it is, but there's lots of battles in the sky, and there's lots of English tales of battles in the sky as well. And Nuremberg, there's lots of things that have happened in the past where things have been spotted. Of course, now everyone's got a camera in the phone. Everyone can take pictures. They don't need to go home and grab the camera or grab their video recorder. You know, it's like everyone's got the facility to take pictures immediately. So there's lots more proof now. But anyway, this is proof to me that what we've been led to believe by those that obviously have a reason for wanting us to not know any more than they want us to know. I'll keep it all quiet. But there are those that know. And this is another hint that this will all be coming to us very soon into the ether, as I am putting it now. There'll be more and more evidence coming forward about the races that were here before modern man, Homo sapien, Homo sapien, whatever you want to call us. Please subscribe if you want, leave a comment, a nice comment hopefully, and definitely leave a like if you like it. And do pass it on if it resonates or you think it might resonate with us. Please do pass this out, because the channels don't always like us to put this stuff out so that it's kept more hidden. So we rely on you to put it out for us, please. Namaste. Till next time.